What's up, bodybuilding.com, Entropy Increase, EI here with my final review for Anabolic Design's Ravenous Appetite Inducer. Going to run through the pros and cons real quick, and then I'll talk about personal experiences that I myself have been through with the product. It's been around 5 days after I finished up my supply, so everything I talk about, translates from when I was running the product to right now. So here we go, into the pros. Definitely increased my appetite. More so in the evening hours, or the afternoon and evening hours rather than the morning AM hours. I started taking the product at around 172 pounds body weight, ending up now around 35-36 days post that date, ending up around 178 pounds stable, which is pretty crazy. I'll definitely take 5 to 6 pounds of solid increase over 35 days. It's definitely on track with how much a person should be gaining, roughly a pound a week ish. So that's good. Definitely put on a little bit of fat, but it's going to happen when you're bulking up. In terms of calorie intake and the appetite inducing effects, I was able to bump my calories up to anywhere from 5,000 to 5,600 calories per day, and that's mainly rice, chicken, olive oil, some peanut butter, some dried fruit, things like that. Not really getting too dirty, but managing to get all those calories in was really impressive. The last pro, which is probably the biggest pro for me, was the feeling after eating a big meal. Since my weekends are less structured than my weekdays, I usually end up eating 3 to 4 bigger meals rather than 5 to 6 more spread out meals. And for those bigger meals, when I used to do it before taking the product, after you eat a lot, you get that feeling like your stomach is really heavy, you're starting to blow it up a lot, and you don't really feel too good. Didn't experience that at all with Ravenous, and I even tested that out a lot with some of my food adventures that I posted pictures on throughout my log, which I'll list in the description below this video. And I'll actually post more pictures with this review on bodybuilding.com on my sponsored log, so you guys can definitely check those out. Some great pics there of the food that I've eaten while on this. But anyway, getting back to the review, definitely a lot less bloating, felt good after eating, and stomach wasn't really heavy, felt good after eating. Boom, those are the pros. Cons, not really a big con, but the product claimed to reduce flatulence. For the first 3 weeks of taking it, which was the majority of the product, I actually had increased flatulence. I didn't change my diet at all, so it was probably some of the herbs in there that my body was getting used to for the first time. But again, for the first 3 weeks, flatulence for me went up. Again, not a big deal, but worth mentioning. One of the other cons was, no matter how early I took my morning dose, it was still pretty difficult for me to get down my first meal, which is usually about a cup of oats in a protein shake, as well as 9 eggs, 3 of which are whole, and the rest are egg whites. That, along with some hot sauce, garlic powder, and pepper, just for the flavoring, so it doesn't get old for me. That was, it was starting to get tough for me to put it down before I started the product, and it was still, pretty difficult going through the product. And it's still, a little bit difficult, but I'm starting to get a little bit better with it now. I think that was more of a mental aspect rather than, a con of the product, but again, I'll mention it. So that's pretty much it. I don't really give number ratings. If you've seen my reviews on other products, I can't really quantify my experiences with a number out of 10. Out of all those numbers to choose from, it would have to be out of 10. I can't really do that. It's very difficult for me to do that. I don't know how anyone does it, honestly. But this product is definitely worth picking up if you have trouble getting down that food, especially later on in the day. I wouldn't really recommend it if you have trouble in the mornings getting food down, because for me, in my experience with it, it didn't really help me that much, but it may help you. So if you need help getting food down, throughout the day, not just the morning, definitely pick this up. I'm not sure when it's going to be on the bodybuilding.com store. I don't even know if it's on the Anabolic Designs website, but I'm going to list those two in the description, and I'll try to link up some website and some website and product description so you guys can check it out for yourself. Until then, again, if you need appetite inducing effects, definitely check this out. I've tried Controls Labs Black Hole. I've tried Grub-On. Grub-On's probably a notch above Ravenous, but they don't make it anymore. So Ravenous is probably your best bet if you're looking for appetite induction, or you're one of those people that eats big meals throughout the day and you just need that feeling to go away after you eat and you feel like shit. So if you need that, definitely pick this up. If you need appetite inducing, definitely pick this up. Great product. I really enjoyed running it. Thanks to all the Anabolic design guys for letting me run it. But until next time, Entropy Increase, EI, out.